So good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. Happy Goddess Month. I am teaching on the goddess Panchamama this morning. She is the goddess of great abundance. She's the goddess of the earth. She is the goddess of prosperity. And she is that invitation to reclaim the places inside of you that you have somehow thought of as less than or not enough or in deficit or no good. She is the energy that offers us the beauty of who we truly are in abundance, in nourishment. And one of the offerings that she gives is, and I love this very much, is that when you forget how extraordinarily wow you are. I wanted to say wide, but then I changed it to wow. But how wide and wow, because women were like, we really don't need to hear that we're wide. But I mean wide as in expansive, right? And wow as in nothing less than perfection. That when we forget that she says, go out into your front yard and count each blade of grass. And that will remind you of who you are, the endlessness of yourself. If you forget how much you have to give to the world, go out and go to the beach and count every piece of sand on the beach and remind yourself that that's how limitless you are, that you are this powerful, this abundant, and this incredibleness. And so in my last couple of weeks, I've been really thinking about this and studying and listening to other teachers. One of the things that I was really in love with was the idea that when we let go of the idea that there is just this, when we remember that we came into this world with this, and that this body and this mind has a journey to move through. We all know that, right? But sometimes that road takes an awkward turn. And we think, oh my God, I made a mistake. I'm not good enough. I don't have enough. I shouldn't have done it like that. But here's another way to think about it. And I guess this is a really kind of important thing for what's happening in our world right now and where we're going, because there's so much confusion. There's so much right, wrong, good, bad, hate, hate. And so if we have an idea that we thought we were going in this one direction, right, this is where we need to go. And if that shifts and takes a different direction, here's an opportunity. You don't have to do it, right? It's completely up to you. But an opportunity to think to yourself that if I went in that exact direction that I thought I was supposed to go, my limited mind might have jinxed it for me because I already have that path. Okay, this is the way to get to my destination. And my limited mind then starts to put all these obstacles in the way, because that's what we do as human beings. We put obstacles in our own way. And so if you have faith that when you make that other turn and it goes a different direction, if you have faith that the goddess has redirected you to get to the same end results, but had to take you in a different direction because now your mind cannot limit you. Does that make sense? Your mind can't limit you because it doesn't know where you're going. It has no idea where you're going. So it can't say you're not good enough or this isn't it can't do anything. And know that your goddess is guiding you in an opposite direction so that you can go beyond your limitations. Close your eyes if you haven't yet. The goddess Panchamama is the goddess of the earth and nourishment and prosperity, and knowing that we have everything we need to find our destination. But it is finding, it is wandering, it is getting lost. But the biggest part of the gift of the goddess is trust. She will always guide us exactly where we knew we wanted to go, but she'll take a different route with us. so that we can be inspired. We can see something a little different. Maybe our perspective can change. Notice when you fight against yourself or when you fight and think it should be one way. Notice how hard and set you are in your rules. And the goddess will shift that for you. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Deep breath in for the sound of Om. And take a breath in. As you exhale, release your hands and open your eyes. Good. Place your hands down on your thighs and begin Kapalabhati breathing. So it's not breath of fire, it's exhale, 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 exhale. Your inhale will naturally return. Exhale through the nose, pump your navel all the way back towards your spine. Have these very clear. Exhale, 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 exhale. Keep going. Keep your mind here. I've been thinking a lot about rerouting the chakras. I've been thinking a lot about changing some of it up. So I'll let you know what that means in a minute. Exhale, 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 exhale. 30 seconds. Good. Exhale fully. Deep breath in. Hold this breath. Expand in this holding moment. Stay, stay. Relax your body. Stay, stay. And then exhale fully. Good. Open your eyes and come forward into child's pose. So I was thinking how when we talk of prosperity and feeling stability, often that is noted in the first chakra because that's that sense of survival. But I'm thinking of moving that energy upward into my heart so that I associate prosperity with the heart center. Because survival gets you and gets me a little bit in that way of go, go, go. And I'm not saying survival is always like that. There's, I'm sure, a beautiful conversation on a survival that's surrendering. But moving that energy of prosperity into your heart. Again, what are the places that we can shift that we're not arguing with ourselves? That we're more being present in what is the witness. How much of what's happening in the world can you witness? I'm not saying don't have an opinion. I'm not saying that. But you get caught up in it that you'll miss the purpose of being here during this time of awakening. Come onto your hands and knees. Go ahead, do a little cat and cow. Just move the spine. Excuse me. I'm drinking elderberry, white pine, and echinacea, just in case you were wondering. What's in your cup? White pine is excellent for lungs. If you have a white pine tree, ask her if you can take some of her beautifulness and just boil it in water, add some honey. OMG. Good, downward facing dog. See, you come to class, you get recipes, you get story time, get a little breath work. Hopefully I make you laugh. Now bend your elbows wide. I think on Tuesday we were working on wrists a lot. Bend your elbows wide. Feel a lift from the middle of your wrists and squeeze your forearms in toward each other. Keep your elbows bent. Good. And when the squeezing of the forearms happens, now start to straighten those arms. Keep the armpits forward. Press the thighs back. Really reclaim, as we do every time we do asana, reclaim that power that you are. Feel it. How do you reclaim it? You feel it. Good. Walk your feet to your hands, please. Standing forward bend. See the beauty. Be the beauty. Be the sun, be the moon. We're coming on full new moon, you guys. So Navaratri begins on new moon. So it's time to set new intention. What you value, what you wish for, what you dream. See, that's the goddess is like 100% with you on what you dream for. She just might get you there a little differently than you thought. That's all. You'll still get there. Your dreams, you'll still get there. Bend your knees, reach your arms forward and up, chair. Rise up to stand. Take a little baby back bend. And then bring your hands to your heart center. Now here begin breath of fire. So inhale, exhale through the nose, pump your navel center. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, release your arms down. Inhale, reach your arms high to the sky. Exhale, bow forward. Send your left leg back behind you. Reach both hands inside your right foot. Bring your elbows down to the floor or keep your arms straight. Enjoy your breath. Drop your head. Breathe in and breathe out. Maybe even a little cat-cow here. Beautiful. And then walk your hands back in. So your right hand is still inside your right knee. Right hand still inside. But take your thumb and your first finger and wrap it around your behind your ankle. So take your right hand and wrap it at the back of your ankle and pull your ankle back into your hand. So you feel that sense of the heel pulling back. Good, you guys. Take a deep breath here. Release, down dog split, right leg back and up. And can you keep that ankle just as strong, just as powerful as you take it into split? Ankle action, shin action, lift through the wrist, soften through the rib cage, step your right foot forward again, high lunge, reach your arms up to the sky. Now, can you get that same feeling of drawing your ankle back here in the high lunge without your hand being there? Can you reach up through your wrist? Can you reach through your fingers? Don't get rigid in your wrists, though. Feel the sense of lift, of lightness. Nice, Anne. And then touch down, hands to the floor, plank pose. Slightly past your wrist, lower all the way down to your belly. Rise up into cobra. Press back, downward facing dog. Take your left foot forward, both hands inside. And just drop down to your elbows or stay with straight arms, maybe cat-cow. Keep the low belly lifted, rib cage moving sweetly. Notice your mind. Notice your breath. Good. And then go ahead and take that left hand behind your ankle. So thumb and first finger makes a little cup, and pull back into your ankle with your hand there, just giving it a little bit of pressure. Good. And then see if you can activate that same feeling when you send your left leg back and up behind you, down dog split. Get that lift of that ankle, that engagement of that shin. Even the ankle that's on the floor, can you pull from the front to the back? Good. And then step that left foot forward, high lunge. Lift up through those wrists, lift up through that back ankle, pull up that back heel. Yeah. Good. Big breath in, you guys. And touch down, hands to the floor, plank pose. Lower all the way down to your belly. Clasp your hands behind your back. Shrug your shoulders towards your ears. Lift your shoulders up nice and high. And then lift up your legs and lift up your arms and lift up your head, fly. And then release your legs, make them heavy down to the earth, and your hands by your rib cage for Cobra, Bhujangasana. And then lift up into Cobra and open your mouth, stick out your tongue, and press back downward facing dog. The goddess, she is what animates everything that we do. When we do this work together, it's very powerful. Right foot forward, open to Virabhadrasana 2. Yeah. Lightness of being, authentic, right? That's why we play with the idea of the goddess, her lila, right? Her lila is to take away what we don't need anymore and to offer what we do and send us down a path we never thought we'd go down. Good. Right forearm onto right thigh, left arm over your ear. I don't think any of us could have imagined where we are right now, right? Holy guacamole. But there's an awakening happening, I promise. Touch down, hands to the floor, you guys. Good. Now spin up your back heel. Inhale your arms to the sky so you're in a high lunge once again. Interlace your palms and press up. Work that wrist energy, work that ankle energy. Such little parts of our bodies, right, that have to get stronger and stronger. Good. Now take those arms, they're still interlaced, and bring them forward in front of you. Press your arms straight in front of you. Now tuck your chin into your chest and curl your rib cage in. Pull in, pull in, pull in. Good. Inhale those arms back up to the sky. Gorgeous. Hands down to the floor, downward facing dog. Good. Feel free to take it through a vinyasa or not. Nice, you guys. It's beautiful. You Gaias, the mothers, the earth mothers. Good. Left foot forward, Vira 2. My teacher, Robin Rose, gets very upset when we say you guys. She says, you Gaias. Gaias is Mother Earth, Mother Goddess. Good. Breathe here, become light here, become stronger and stronger. Feel the strength pouring into you from the earth, rising up, first chakra, growing up into the heart, expanding there, left forearm, left thigh, right arm over your ear, side angle, Parsvakonasana. Head, throat, heart. Beautiful. Push into that back foot, don't lose it. And then go ahead, let the hands come down to the floor, spin up your back heel, inhale your arms to the sky. Interlace your palms, press up. Get long, get those armpits to stretch. And then stay upright, but take your arms forward. Arms forward, stay upright. Susie, come up, stay up, arms forward. And then tuck your chin into your chest. Good, inhale those arms all the way back up. Exhale your hands down to the floor. Beautiful. Downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. Lower down to your knees. Slide your knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders, and stretch your right leg back behind you. Right leg back. Left arm in front of you. Right leg back. Off the floor. Left arm in front of you. Lift from your back ankle, lift up. Stretch from your wrist. Feel that lightness. And then reach back for your ankle if you can. Or stay right where you are. Breathe a lot and change sides. Breathe gratitude. What it is that you feel like you're giving up, create it as a sacred space. What you're losing, whatever that might be. Allow sacrifice to be sacred. Same word. Spread those back toes, lift through that chest. And as you release, set yourself back into child's pose. If anyone is interested in joining me live at Naturally Yoga on Saturday at 9:30, I have done everything I am supposed to do to create sacred and safe space. So there are a couple of spaces left to join us live. Otherwise, we will be the same way we are right now. We will still be on Zoom. When we forget that we are abundant, look to Mother Nature for abundance. Can you count the blades of grass in the garden, the leaves on a tree, the drops of water in the river, and the grains of sand on an ocean shore? That is to remember you are expanded energy. I am expanded energy. Money is expanded energy. Bring it up to the heart. Good. Clasp your hands behind you, please. And then roll to the crown of your head and stretch those wrists. Maybe feel like you're pulling the hands apart. Maybe press the heels together. Get those shoulders to lift up toward those ears. Roll up slightly so the hips are lifted. And then come on up to your hands and knees. Downward facing dog. Stepping that right foot forward. Bring the left foot in just enough so both legs go straight. Parsvottanasana. If you would like to, come up to your heel on that right foot, dig the heel down, pull it back. Keep the low belly lifted. And breathe. Tack that right hip crease back. The goddess Panchamama. The belief in who we are, who we truly are. Good, change legs. Take the other leg up front, change legs. Again, if you'd like to, come on up to that left heel, draw the heel down into the floor, lift the foot up. Scoop that low belly a lot, take that left hip crease back. Breathe, you guys. This is the time when the body is open in such sweet surrender that you breathe deeply. The cells of the body receive that nectar of breath. Good. And step to the front of the mat. Hands on your hips, push down through your legs, rise up to stand. Just drop the arms alongside the body for a moment. Close your eyes. Feel the energy rise up through your feet. Always come back to the earth. Right now, I've been making these, if you guys, anybody has a contact, well, you guys should have a contact for Jen Dorsey. Her birthday's tomorrow, so flood her with emails of birthday wishes. She's not on Facebook, so, but I made her a fairy wand made out of mugwort, lavender, rose petals, and it burns just like sage. So just to enjoy that feeling of nourishing yourself with ritual. Hug your left knee into your chest. Mugwort is still out, you guys. Go look for it. And it's such a sweet smelling, not a weed. Good. Tree pose, please. My friend Jordan, who lives in my house with me now, who's my son's friend, he wants to do a whole YouTube thing where I go around to people's yards and I'm like, it's not a weed. And then I tell them what it's good for and I give them recipes, and it's a good idea, but I don't know. Good. Arm position of choice, something to do with your wrists. Something to do with pulling at those wrists, stretching those wrists. Good. And release. That was nice, Jen. Good. Good choices, you guys. All right, try the second side. Watch that connection between your foot and your leg. Make it clear. Draw that navel up, but press those sit bones back, you guys. Don't let the sit bones tuck under. Great. Yeah, good, Julia Roberts. Nice job. Good. And as you release, that's really good. Sit back into chair. Please sit back into chair and bring your hands to your heart center. And then make a choice here to maybe bring your feet a little closer together and take a prayer twist to the right. Left elbow hooks over that right knee. Watch that left knee. Don't let it shoot forward. Tack that left hip crease back. Beautiful, Susan, Linda, Nancy, Sarah. Try the other side, Marjorie. Great. Lisa, very nice. I hope you're doing better. Little bit. Just got to keep doing. Good. Hands down to the floor. Take that left leg up to the sky. Left leg up, standing split. Your toes turn down to the floor. Good. And then walk your hands in and see if you can hold on to your right ankle. See if you can hold on to your right ankle with both hands. Look slightly forward. Good. Bring that leg down. Take a moment, maybe bend the knees if you need to. And then change sides, standing split second side. Hands on blocks are really nice. Right leg up, make sure the toes are turned down to the floor. Scoop that low belly. Then walk your hands back and maybe hold one hand to the ankle. Little trick here, if you take both hands to that ankle, look forward. Good, lower both hands, both feet down to the floor. Bend your knees, reach your arms forward and up, chair. Prayer twist again to the right, left elbow hooks. Good, look down to the floor, just take that left leg up off the floor and send it back behind you, stay in the twist. Don't even think about it, send it back. Keep it off the floor, lift it up, 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 up. Andrew, can you get the back foot off the floor? Ah, try. And then step it forward again, yes, good. And standing forward bend, just let yourself drop forward, good. If no one asks, you'll never try. If the goddess doesn't ask, try it this way, you will limit yourself and you will not, I don't know. I just believe so much. Those limitations are all self-induced. Let's try the other side. Bend the knees, reach the arms forward and up. Prayer twist to the other side. Remember, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. Look down to the floor. Try to lift your right foot off the floor and send it back. Keep hooking that elbow. Squeeze that elbow on that knee. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lean forward, lean forward. Nice. Touch down at the front of the mat. Open and close your mouth. Good. Hands on your hips. Push down through your legs. Rise up to stand. Let the arms drop alongside the body. Close your eyes again and feel. The other idea of Panchamama is to look at abundance differently. That abundance is everything that's been given to you in your life, coming out of nowhere often, right? Coming out of nowhere, that sense of security, circulation, generosity, maternal love, gratitude, sacredness. Left knee into your chest. Tree pose. Arms out to the side, cactus arms. Turn your palms forward, lift your elbows, lift your chest, start to bend back like you're taking a back bend. Do not let your ribs pop forward. Come back up, send your left leg behind you. Clasp your hands behind your back, stretch those wrists, and bow forward into that standing split. Hands behind you, hands behind you, hands behind you, and then let the hands float to the floor. Good. Take your right arm to the sky, reach up. Reach back for your ankle if you'd like. Take it into a stretch for that wrist, stretch for that shoulder, or stay right where you are. Let the foot drop to the floor. Place your hands on your hips, push down through your legs, rise up to stand. Just pause and feel. That was quick. Okay. Right knee into your chest. Tree pose. Elbows wide, back bend. Clasp your hands behind your back. Send your right leg back behind you. Vera 3. Keep moving forward into a split with your hands behind you. Last minute, let those hands drop down to the floor. Take your left arm to the sky, twisting Ardha Chandrasana. Reach back for that ankle if you'd like. Release everything to the front of the mat. Turn your feet wide and come into squat. Reclaim. Reclaim. You are the caretaker of your prosperity. Take a seat, please. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop wide. Send your butt back. Maybe even sit up on a blanket if you'd like. And walk your hands forward. Breathe into your back body. Part of what the goddess is flow. What's flowing in your life? What flows to you? The unseen, the surprises in your life would all of a sudden show up. I don't want to embarrass Andra, but she has been a godsend for us. And just the feeling of what's flowing towards you when you really need it. Sometimes you don't even know that you need it, but the goddess knows, universe knows. Good, reach for your big toe, lean back, lift up your feet. Maybe send your legs wide, maybe just keep your knees bent. Lift your chest more. Beautiful, everybody. And if you can, not easy, start to lower down. If you have your legs wide, start to lower your legs down to the floor, just like that. You got to go slow because you're going to have a crash landing if you don't go slow. Otherwise, bend your knees, plant your feet back down on the floor. Go ahead, Margie. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep going. Okay. And then get your legs to go nice and wide and straight, nice and wide and straight. And come forward any amount. Nice, Alana. Wide legs, open wide legs. Upavista Konasana. Just go wide, wide, wide legs. Wide legs, Ellen. Your seated wide legs. Cool. And you know, I'm not against you bending your knees and creating more space for your spine to release. So if you want to bend your knees and see if your spine can get a little more space like that, feel free to do that. And maybe if you have a prop, maybe a block or something you want to put underneath your forehead, let your wrists stay light, maybe even turn your palms face up. Reclaim, reclaim. Breathing deeply here. If you see the moon, you will see the beauty of God. If you see the sun, you will see the power of God. If you see a mirror, you will see God's best creation. Be that. Be that. Creation of the sun and the moon and the stars. Good. Now bend your knees slightly, reach for your big toes once again. And from the bottom up, see if you can lift back up to that wonderful balance. Leaning back, leaning back. Good. And then take your legs toward each other. Maybe bend your knees or keep them straight. Release the big toe and Navasana, boat pose. Good. Lower your hands behind you. Lower your feet to the floor with your knees bent. Come on up, lift up, hips up, butt up. Good. Lower back down. Come back into boat. Lifting up into boat. Keep the chest lifted. Keep the jaw relaxed. And then feet down to the floor one more time. Lift up, take your butt off the floor. Watch your throat, get strong in that neck. And lower back down. Very good. Lay on your back, please. Hug your knees into your chest. Wrap your right knee on top of your left knee. Right knee on top of left. Squeeze your shins toward each other. Take your hands out to letter T. Turn your palms face down. Squeeze your shins, widen your inner thighs. Reach out through your wrists, but then pull from your fingertips to the back of your heart. Squeeze your shins, squeeze. Wide open space. Breathe into it. Good. Change the leg position, other knee on top. Squeeze the shins. Keep the arms wide. Feel the pulling from the fingertips to fingertips, or from fingertips to the back of your heart, and then reach out through the fingertips. Lightness of being. Good. Release and turn over onto your belly. Reach back for your ankles. Bow pose. Do it as a stretch for your wrists if you can. If you cannot do bow pose, do cobra. Pull back on those ankles. Draw them to the back of your mat. Lift up your chest. Keep your navel drawn in. Notice that you're putting pressure on your belly. This is good. Digestion moves. And release down. Make a little pillow and rest your forehead. Goddess is calling. Navaratri is practiced all over the world by so many beautiful beings, and it's such a ritual of grace and calling on the goddess to support what's happening in the world, and always on a new moon. And so if you don't join us, I understand, but try to, even through the 9 days beginning on Saturday, try to maybe tap more into ritual and divine feminine energy. It will support you, I promise. A lot of promises I'm making today. I only make promises, though, the ones I believe 100% in. Okay, come on up to Sphinx pose, please. And then go ahead and take your right forearm across the front of your mat and take your left hand back for your left ankle thigh stretch. Draw your knee down deeply into the floor, spread your toes. Lift through your chest. Chest is lifting. Pull your chest through as you draw your knee down to the floor. Good job. And then very gently release that side. Right forearm is going to cross in front of your mat. Left hand will come back to the ankle. Deeply breathing. We access the many places within us through the physical practice to heal. Good, and then one more time, reach back for both ankles, bow pose. Right, so many of us have been doing this work for so long, and we're like, it's not possible that I haven't healed that. We do it through the physical practice, though. It's so beautiful, awakening those places that have been stuck, energetically stuck, and then release all the way back to child's pose. Another way to receive that open energy is to celebrate others' prosperity. Celebrate when others have abundance in their life. Come on up to your hands and knees. Slide your right arm out to the right. Slide your right arm underneath your left, threading the needle. Take the ear to the floor and breathe. The idea is that the goddess is always giving out the boons of prosperity, but again, this limited mind And it's not, listen, it's not gonna, it has to be limited in a certain way, right? To become a human being. That's the point. We come from the expansion of the universe is who we are. And then we have to be limited into this body and mind. So we go through this lifetime and do the work that's so awakening for each and every one of us. Great. That's the deal. That's the deal. Come on up and try the other side. But when we know that we can expand to our fullest potential, we don't have to stay in the limited. And we know that the goddess is always sharing with us all the abundance, but then we ourselves get in the way of that. She gives us abundance in so many different ways. The abundance of a person showing up to help you when you never expected it. The abundance of, a child, an animal, the trees outside. Mugwort giving of herself in such a divine way. Mugwort is all about vision, divine vision. Good, come on up, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left knee on the mat, Anjaneyasana. Any arm position of choice, right foot forward, left knee on your mat. Inhale the arms to the sky. Have that knee pointing right at that second toe. Nice, Melissa. Great. Good. Beautiful, everybody. So nice. Okay, hands down to the floor now. We're going to do Ardha Hanumanasana, half Hanuman. So straighten that front leg. Keep that left hip on top of the left knee and clasp your hands behind your back. Great, Jen. Yep. Thanks, Chrissy. Lift up that foot, Gwen. So the foot, yes. Good. Lean forward. Good, Nancy. Keep those shoulders up, up, up. Yes. Katrin. Hands down to the floor. Downward facing dog. Nice, Ellen. Beautiful, everybody. If you feel like doing a vinyasa, you're certainly welcome to do that. Good, Sarah, Nancy, everybody. Good, when you're ready. Nice, Kathy. Left foot forward, Anjaneyasana. Oops. Nice, Angela. And when you're ready, straighten that front leg. Half Hanuman, lift up onto that heel. Maybe this time when you clasp your hands behind you, maybe take the awkward hand hold. So maybe take the other thumb to weave in. And then lift those shoulders and bow. Nice, Elisa. Beautiful. Nice, Gwen. You guys got it. Hands down, downward facing dog, Andrea. Beautiful, Linda. Nice. Marjorie. Alana. Good. Okay, come forward onto your belly again. Come all the way forward onto your belly. Take your arms out in front of you. Lift up your arms, lift up your legs, fly. And then release down and make a pillow once again and rest your forehead. Good. Turn over onto your backs, please. Bend your knees, plant your feet. Angela, I love that sun coming in that window. OMG. Uh-huh. Good. Just bend your knees. Do some deep breathing. Katrin, you got some good sun coming in too. Bend your knees on your back. Lay on your back. Bend your knees and breathe. Constructive rest pose. New moon energy means we visualize everything we wish for and then know it to be done. So be it. Call in all the energies of the east, south, west, north, above and below, and the center. Call on the air, the fire, the water, the earth, the sky energy, the earth energy below us, and the center. Call on the goddess. Invite in all the energies. What's your tribe? Call in your tribe. Good. Lift up your hips. Take it up into bridge. Get those shoulders down. Feel the ankles draw back as the knees press forward. And then come on down. If you want to go up into full wheel, we've done quite a bit of back bending. Your body is completely ready to do that. If you would rather go back into bridge, feel free to do that, and or bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop wide. Great, Nancy. Don't cross your ankles, Nancy. Keep them, yeah, thank you. And then come on down. Just take a moment in that neutral place. And then if you'd like, hug your knees into your chest. Good, it's time for doing an inversion. So if you want to do shoulder stand from here or just take your legs up to the sky, you're welcome to do that without lifting your butt up. If you would like to do headstand or handstand, grab a wall. And again, if you'd like to lie on your back and keep the soles of your feet together, Supine Baddha Konasana is always very healing, super nurturing. Just make sure those elbows are hugging in, Andra. Are your hands back far enough, like you're making a triangle? The head is at the top and the hands are back like a triangle. Andra, I just don't think your hands are in the right position. I think your hands are too close to your head. I think they have to come back further so you make more of a foundation. Squeeze your forearms in, and then try to just walk your knees up onto your armpits without even kicking up. If you can do that, then there's a foundation. Yeah, that's where your arms are not doing the work yet for you. Yeah, that's okay. We'll we'll privately FaceTime or something, get that going. Good. Everybody else can start to come on down when you're ready. And just pause if you were in headstand. Feel free to come into child's pose if you're in shoulder stand. Maybe into fish if that feels good to you. Nice, Angela. Beautiful, everybody. And then find yourself on your back, hugging your knees into your chest, taking yourself into happy baby pose. And then letting your right ankle come on top of your left knee, right ankle, left knee. Push that right knee away from you. Keep that left shin parallel to the floor. Both feet are flexed. And then switch sides, ankle to knee, second side. Flex that left foot, Kathy. There you go. Next time you find yourself walking down a different road than you thought you were going to go down to the place that you knew you wanted to get to, your destination, maybe just stop for a moment and look around. Maybe stop for a moment and become the witness. For Mother Nature, the Divine Mother, has always got our back. Good. And then hug your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg onto the floor. Bring your right knee over to the left. So you might want to lift your hips and shift them slightly to the right. Holding down that knee, extending through your right arm. And then come on back up and change sides. Good. And then as you come back to center, hug your knees into your chest. Go ahead and roll up to sit for meditation. Find a comfortable seat, maybe a blanket underneath your seat's nice. And bring your thumb and first finger to touch the Jnana Mudra, Mudra of Wisdom. Place your hands on your knees, close your eyes. And maybe there is a question that is burning inside of you. Maybe there is something that you were requesting that seems to just be taking so many twists and turns. Or maybe there's just a request to relax, relax your mind, relax your fears. Or maybe you just want to sit in silence. So the choices are yours. Ask a question and listen. Sit in silence and listen. Just know that the energies around you are always offering you exactly what you need, but maybe not in the direction that you thought it was going to take you. So we'll take 3 minutes silent meditation. You can stay here or lie down on your back for Shavasana. Panchamama means Mother Earth, and that's exactly what she is. She is the maternal provider, nourisher, and sustainer of our physical life. The mountains are her breasts, the caves are her womb, the waters are her blood, the wind are her breath, the winds are her breath. The song of birds and crickets and cicadas are her voice, and the rhythms of day and night are her heartbeat. The change of seasons is her menstrual cycle, and the flowers, fields, vegetations, insects, and animals are her beloved children, as are we. And as she provides for all her children equally, all can receive her boons. But we do this weird thing of blocking the gifts that are already ours. So, in the next just moment or two, let yourself feel flow energy through you. All that is flowing. And then begin to deepen your breath. If you're lying down, go ahead and start to bring yourself back up to sit. Bring your hands to your heart center. And inhale for the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Sliding your hands up to the space between the eyebrows. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you have a beautiful day. Make it great.
Thank you, Sheryl.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
was
Thank you.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank
Yay.
you.
You're welcome.
Annetta, you're funny.
I know.
Hi, everybody. I
Thank
miss
you.
everyone.
Next class, a new celebrity will join you.
Okay.
Awesome.
Can't wait. Have a good day, you guys. Love, love.